I'm Dr. Jen with White Wave Bodywork, and I'm here to talk to you today about stretching the quads and the hip flexors. So this whole front of the thighs all the way up to your spine. I have done 2 videos previously to this one with modifications that would be things that you could do if this video isn't successful for you or you feel like it's just way out of your league. So there is a progression to all of these things. Don't think that because you see this video, you're like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not going to stretch the fronts of my thighs and my hip flexors. There are different ways for you to do that. So this is one of those modifications, and it's fairly advanced. We're going to use both legs and stretch them out at the same time. So from here, we're going to lay down on the front of our mat with your forehead down on the mat. What I want you to try to do is see what happens when you bring both feet up towards your backside. If there's no cramping in your hamstrings and your low back feels okay, great. Then what I want you to do is see if you prop up on your elbows, is your low back safe? Is it happy? Does it feel good? All right? If that's good and this is good, let's do that together. So low back's still safe and happy. Does it feel good? Wonderful. If you're still with me, keep moving on. If you're not, go back and look at those other videos. The next one is this one. Does that feel okay to your lower back? Next one is both together. Does that feel okay to your lower back? I would say that if you haven't warmed up and you haven't done anything previously to this, this is not the place to start. So make sure you're warming up, getting moving before you do this. This next one, what we're going to do is place the forehead down on the mat and try and grab both feet. Now, when I grab both feet, most of the time what I see when people do that is something like this, where they move their feet apart or their knees apart. That is a very common thing that we do when we're trying not to stretch the fronts of the thighs because it's too much. So again, if any of this feels like you have to move out to the side or turn or it's not comfortable, please move to the previous videos. But if this feels fine and you're still doing great, let's keep going. Put your forehead down, grab one foot at a time. Make sure you're trying to hug the knees toward the midline. And then let's talk about your shoulders, all right? From here, a lot of times I'll see shoulders dropped way far down like this in order to get in this position because it takes a lot of shoulder flexibility to get all the way back here in extension. So what I want you to try to do from here, shrug your shoulder blades up towards your ears, back towards the ceiling, and hug your elbows up towards the ceiling. As you do this, that may be enough for you right there. From here, tuck the pelvis by squeezing the butt cheeks together. Next, if everything still feels good, kick the feet into the hands, trying to hug the legs towards each other. Try to keep squeezing the butt cheeks to tuck the pelvis, and kick the legs into your hands. So kick the feet into your hands to try to bring your body upright. Now from here, what we're trying to get is more of the hip flexor stretch than the quad stretch. Because when you're trying to stretch the quads, that feels towards the butt. When you're trying to stretch the hip flexors, that's taking the attachment of the hip flexors at the spine and pulling it away from the fronts of the thighs. So we're involving a little bit of both, getting in and out of this position, and it's a great stretch for the fronts of the thighs. So that would be the most advanced front of this hip stretching that we've done so far. So if that doesn't feel accessible to you, please go back and watch those previous videos. If it does and you're like, yeah, I can do that, that's fine. I've got one more coming for you. All right, so try it out. Give me some comments in the section below here, and I hope you learned something great. Thanks for watching.